those boxes as well, because these are all that needs to be cleared out. All those knuckle joint things there.
We've got again another breakdown, so we've got 1 minute. Thank you for your updates, and I'll keep that.
We collect, restore and preserve historic military vehicles from the First and Second World War. That actually increased when we realized that what we were collecting in the beginning was somewhat limiting, moving away from German military vehicles, put it this way, from the Second World War to First World War vehicles, where we saw the opportunity to collect 2 really, really rare French tanks from World War I. You have a running Jagdpanther, a complete and correct Jagdpanther internally and externally. That came from essentially what a guy who had been collecting scrap all over Normandy. Every punter that sees this Jagdpanther at any show or here comes along and makes the comment either that this is the most fantastic vehicle that was produced in the Second World War, or they say that, wow, look at that, the design and everything is just fantastic. The reality was completely different. So we had a guy who used to operate in this, who was a commander of a Jagdpanther unit. What was your opinion of the Jagdpanther? And he said, you can't really say it on camera, but he said the steering is shit. The steering was shit. We could not rely on it. And these were guys who actually had to go out and fight in the most advanced, evolved platform at the time. They were going out using this, and the steering was terrible. Guess what? We can tell you exactly the same thing. It is terrible. I think the most important vehicles we have here are the 2 French First World War tanks. Those to me are by far the most historically important, true artifact status vehicles within our collection. We know the registration numbers, we know the chassis numbers or a numero d'assemblage. We've researched the paint. They are a true statement from 1918 existing and out there for people of today. You're talking 2 years, okay, just restoration, 3 years for something slightly bigger, 5 years for allowing for bad condition, and 10 years for something big. You couple that together with a thorough research of all existing vehicles of that type or mark or class. Then you look at what parts you need. Remember, for that particular mark, that particular assembler, that particular month. So when you look at one of these things, what's incredibly important is to then be able to hear what they used to sound like with the genuine, correct engine in it, see how they actually were kitted out inside, because they're all kitted out with original, authentic kit. So wherever possible, we've researched the people that served in these vehicles, the people that, let's say, what they experienced in these vehicles, how difficult or easy it was for them to be in it, and also the people who actually put them together. All of them take sacrifice, both from a time and a financial perspective, and the best, most satisfying thing is to complete a project and then move on to the next one, and then be faced with a similar but different series of challenges and tasks.
All of John's stuff is delivered.
It's not about the collection, it's about the journey, it's about the experience of going through what's the discovery process, researching what these vehicles are all about, and then when you restore them, you're simply putting that journey. You are essentially turning the lights on. That journey is now coming to fruition.